Hello YouTube, Damo_23 here, and welcome back to the Better Than Potter series. We have a big game, a couple big games. Every game is a big game here in the contents of finishing Europe. We are, of course, with Brighton, and today we start playing Everton, and where this episode ends, I am not too sure. It may be that I play Everton, Leeds, and West Ham, and then City, Brentford, and the final day of the season, we've got Chelsea. It may be a case that we only play Everton in this episode, I'm not too sure. Since we last met, we've had a rage quit off stream, and I'll explain as to why that was. I put my hopes and dreams of Europe in the bin up until last game out, and then we played Man United, and things happened against them, which I cannot explain. Since we last met, which was the last episode where we played Liverpool, we lost 1-0. We then played Wolves yet again, like they've beaten us. They've beaten us home, away, and in the FA Cup. And they are flying and actually made the FA Cup final, just beat Chelsea in extra time in the semi. Beat us 3-0. And let me explain what happened. FA Cup game, on stream. We started 4-1, 2-1, 2. Copped 2 goals in 10 minutes. Got beat. All right, not a problem. Went 4-3-3 to make sure that didn't happen. We did okay. Got to the 38th minute, but I was starting to dominate. I was like, we need a bit of control. Went 4-1, 2-1, 2. Had a couple of highlights before half-time. Didn't score. Okay, we look good. We stayed 4-1, 2-1, 2 for 5 more minutes after half-time. Fabio Silva scores 2 goals, bang, bang. Just like he did in the FA Cup game. Game over. We've lost to Liverpool. We're now getting beat 3-0 by the Wolves. It's all over. We got Man United yet. Rage quit off the stream and the third one went in. Out of frustration, which, you know, I don't like playing too many games off stream, but at the same stage, this is the beta. We don't have a lot of time, and we do have a weekend where we don't play FM as well, way playing poker, which leads me into the plugging. Dame_23 on Instagram. You want to stay up to date with my poker content. Do go and follow us on Twitch at Dame_23 as well if you want to see us rage quit and get angry at Football Manager with how bad the game can be at times. It's been pretty good as well. And lastly, go and give us a like and subscribe on the YouTube channel because the support's been great. You owe it to yourself to leave me a comment of what would you do differently. But look at this run. Been in a European fight, and then we were leading against Spurs. We lost 2-1. Played well against Watford, only scored a goal. Didn't dominate Liverpool, but Liverpool never looked like scoring. Match engine mistake, goal. And then we lose the Wolves 3-0. Do you blame me for rage quitting and saying we're not finishing in Europe with our run home? We then played 4-3-3 against Man United. I wasn't even paying attention to this game. I'd have FPL made on, watching my FPL content, been in and out of the room, not ever. And half-time was 1-0. I came back in the room. Next minute, we're 4-1 up in the 81st minute. Yeah. Second half, Man United came out trying to win it, and we absolutely blitzed them, like the 4-3 can do, which makes no sense when the 4-3 does nothing in some games. The randomness of Football Manager this year is really odd. Then that leads me into Everton. Everton are on 57 points. We could go 1 point behind them. Arsenal have been flying, and then in the last 2 league games, since being absolutely spanked by Barcelona, home and away, they lost to West Ham 1-0, and Brentford have beaten them 2-1. At the same stage of that, Liverpool are, in the box seat probably to get out with West Ham, who West Ham, has to be said, just beat Arsenal 1-0 in that last result and have now won their last 3. But they have a very tricky run where they've got ourselves, Man United, Liverpool, Leeds, and then Wolves who are flying at the moment. It's a very tight contest. There is a world where we finish 10th, and there is a world where we somehow could even sneak in the 4th. I just think with the run that we've had over the last month, it's very unlikely we sneak on the 4th unless we win every game from here. The next 3 games will sum up where we're going to be. We've got Everton, we need to win. Leeds at home, we must win. West Ham away, we must win. We must get 9 points from our next 3 to have any hope of finishing in Europe, no matter Champions League, Europa League, or Conference League. Does not matter which way it goes. In terms of Everton themselves, they've had a very interesting time of it. They've looked really good. Where we've been faltering, their last months have been fantastic. Beat Villa, beat Watford in 2 games where they weren't great. Spanked Spurs, looked amazing. West Brom, they win 1-0 in a game, they weren't great, late doors. And then against Norwich, they've scored one late to get a point, which is huge for them. What we're going to do is we're going to line up 4-3-3. It worked against United. Start 4-3-3, stay 4-3-3, see what we can do after that. Porter's like Joe Gerhardt. He's been doing the business of late, getting a couple more goals, looking good in the match engine, which is nice. Alvarez is starting to slow down. Correa's got 15 this season, but starting to slow down. We have made a transfer signing for next year, but this is not the time to go for it as well. We do have young Ryan Tolan on the bench who could make his debut if things go our way. In terms of what we are going to do here is we're going to go and see if we can keep our European hopes alive. Lose today and it's all but over, you feel. Feel like we lose one of our next 3 games. City are going to beat us. There's 2 losses already. You're already too many points back, probably, to think about it. That side's all right. Dele Alli's good on FM. Calvert-Lewin's fantastic in Football Manager. And Keddy is really quick and does well. Our form's been too patchy. We always knew this was going to be the biggest hurdle, was that we've been good against all the teams in and around us and, of our level, as that's a great save from outside. He's been fantastic this year. The keeper has really transformed us into being a better side. Joe Geldhard on the break, you never know, straight at Pickford. But against the teams that are around us of quality and we're fighting for Europe, we have not done the business. And because we're playing them all in a row, that's the thing. We don't get a break. It's not like it's broken up or a couple games here or there. We need to do what we need to go on a run against the teams around us to do it. The only thing I will say is we've got a penalty here to go 1-0 up as Geldhard went down. We haven't had a penalty, I don't think, in all year. This might be our first penalty all year, and McAllister's going to step up the slot. Should be McAllister. Is McAllister. Can he do it? Sends Pickford the wrong way. Thank you very much. 1-0. Love it. 1-0, 5 minutes in a game we must win. We can somehow hold on here and win. I think I wouldn't give you the Leeds game because the most game on paper that we should win. And then I'll give you the West Ham game because they're 4th if we win this one. If we draw this one, I don't know what we do. If we lose, I'm probably going to say that's the end of the episode. We're not finishing in Europe. And then come back to finish off the season if we have half a hope. Nketiah. Oh, yeah. Somehow he finishes that. Should have been a block from Stupin. It's gone through him. Alta beat a near stick, but when you hit it that hard, it's pretty hard for the keeper to pretty readjust at FM. The ball was on there. Didn't find it. It's a great ball over the top. I thought Stupin had this blocked. That's somehow gone in between his legs, and he's got his legs on the floor. Come off at Football Manager. Should have been a block. Set piece back stick. Dunk heads away. Andreas on the break. Joe Geldhardt's with him. Makes a run. Darts one way. Darts back the other. Doesn't find him. Poor ball. Had to go into space. Tried to fizz it into him with 2 guys on him. Made no sense. Geldhard with a good press. But we don't win it. Yuri Mina. Branthwaite. Garner, Gay. We just should Garner go. Ball through to Dele Alli, who makes a run. No one gets near him, and Dele Alli scores. No one pressed him. Everyone ran away from him. From 1-0 up to 2-1 down. And our season looks to be all but over. Better than Potter? No, we're not. We're not because we can't finish in Europe. We're just as good as him. Really becoming annoying right now. With the amount of results that go against us in the most important moments. Would I take a draw? No, because we kind of need a win. Need to find a highlight here. They're starting to dominate us. So I thought got himself sent off then. McAllister, Scully. Back the dunk. Saucedo, Fred. Thuram. Looks for McAllister, doesn't find him. Look for that ball 3 times now. Mikalenko's read it all 3 times. Maybe try going the other way. Maybe try playing 1 extra pass. Satalo drops all the way back and then doesn't head it back to the keeper. Heads it back into Nketiah. They're just dominating us here, Everton. I think this is all she wrote, boys. We're just not good enough against the teams around us. Calvert-Lewin heads wide. I'm going to make a change. Go diamond very early. I'm going to go diamond very, very, very early. We need to get our foot on the ball. We need to find something. Nothing's happening. They're just killing us, Everton. Pumped away, even though we had so much time with the ball. Luckily, falls to a Stupian. Just don't see a world where it happens, boys. Andreas, Stupian. Andreas should be the one getting, last line, picking up very deep in the advance forward, which, look, times is okay, but there you need to be breaking lines. That's a better spot from him. Joe Geldhardt looked offside. Pickford saves. Would have counted. Great save from Pickford. Not the first time I've seen him do that in the match engine. Not the last time. Not the first time I've seen him do it in real life, making big saves for Everton. 2-1. We're behind. No goal from the corner either. Actually, it's only high because of the penalty. This would be the kicker. We've been good since we switched into the diamond. Conceding right now would be the kicker. For the millionth time I've seen in the last hour, we've cleared a ball to the opposition for no apparent reason. Just take a touch, play keeper. 45 minutes played, 2-1 down, our season's on the line, and it's not happening. Start the second half. We're going to stay diamond, or we're going to switch back to the 4-3-3, I do not know. Long to Calvert-Lewin. McAllister picks that up. Fred tries to pump it to someone. I don't know who he's even pumping it to. And it deflects back to him. And Satali clears it straight back to him. Calvert-Lewin ain't going to miss that. Does miss that. We're just all over the shop. We've got nothing. We've got absolutely nothing in this at all. Like, we've got nothing. We don't even look like doing anything at the minute. Patterson throws. Calvert-Lewin's there. Dunk thumps it to no one in particular. Joe Geldhart needs to get on his bike. Doesn't even make a run to make a challenge. You're pressing forward. McAllister picks it up on the break. Looks for Gerhardt in space. Doesn't find him. Mina finds Pickford. At least they don't pump it into no man's land. Stupien heads. Satali has time. Heads back down to a Stupien. To Rum. Andreas. Can he pick a lock? Instead, he just turns into Nketiah. You're facing forward. If you've got nothing on, you can just play the channel and let Gerhard do his magic. Nah. Let's just turn into our players. Yet again, we're at 6s and 7s. I don't see it happening, boys. I think this season is cooked. Dele Alli's in to kill it all off. Altar needs to make a save. Makes enough of a save to keep us in it. 55 minutes played. I'm going to move us into cautious. Move us a bit more direct as well. Dele Alli, goal, game over. Season over. Season is over. Season's over. I'm going to move him to a centre mid on attack. Going to push men forward. Scully's going to go to a complete wing back on attack. Cedar's going to come off for Alvarez. Correa's going to come in as well for Gerhardt. Going to actually go to 2 advanced forwards. Don't do this too often. See if it's going to come in there. Fred's had a stinker. Our other guy's been injured again. Fred's just going to have to stay out there. Cecedo in there, actually. Get Lamptey in as well with a bit of extra pace. Going to move us to slightly shorter, much higher tempo and attacking. Just going to throw the kitchen sink now. 3-1 down. Everton have been too good. This sums up the year. We're just going to be oh so close but not be there. And, you know, you could think of it, it's something to build upon. Season 3, you make Europe. Yeah, great. But in the position we were on in this year, we should have made Europe, I feel. You know, Everton, next year they might get relegated. Like, next year they could get relegated. That's how bad they are. Yeah, this side has somehow gone out there and actually got to probably finish in the Champions League spot because I don't see them losing games. This is a penalty. Fucking hell, man. Oh, but over. Europe gone. Gonna get pumped at Goodison. Atlee saves with his feet, or Altar saves with his feet. Poor animation. It's happened a lot this year as well. Apparently, a lot of people in my chat's been complaining of that. But this kills the season. Means when we're going to come back, it's going to be Chelsea on the final day, is in the next episode, because we won't be finishing in Europe. We'll finish anywhere between 8th and 10th. That's where we're going to finish, more than likely. And with that being said there, guys, I'm going to, obviously, no point giving you other games. Unless we score 2 late goals here, which it's more likely they're going to hit us on the break, because that's Football Manager. Sometimes you just get in games and you're not allowed to win. Look, who knows? If we can win every game from now on in, we might make some sort of European competition, but I doubt it. 4-1 down. We get beat. We're getting pumped. And Everton, who are absolutely dead horrid in real life, and were dead horrid and nearly got relegated last year, with no form and no real investment, have got Brandtwaite, Mina, Patterson pumping people. Dele Alli, who's been phased out of the football club in real life, being the world's best centre attacking mid. And yeah, like Dele Alli being phased out in real life, he's not even had a good year, but apparently he's turned it on against me. By the way, can I just say he's very, very, very overrated this year in FM. He's not that good. He has no work rate ability. He has no physicals in real life at the minute. Like, he's someone that doesn't want to work, put any time into his football. Every time he looks in game, looks slow in real life. Yeah, FM is absolutely lauded him because he's English. This Everton side should be nowhere near the level. Don't even know who this guy is. Some Danish guy. Looks solid, but he looks well-rounded. Looks like someone that's borderline championship ability. Decent Premier League player. Hasn't done too much as well. I don't understand how Everton are here. I don't understand it, but they've just spanked us 4-1. No matter what we do, we can't do nothing. When it's a big game, and in the important moment, we're just not good enough. And yet again, it's weird. Because we just beat Man United 5-1 at home. And then Wolves have smacked us 3 times this year. Home, away, and in the FA Cup. And Everton have just turned it on and killed us again. In a game where we could have won and gone level pegging in terms of points with Arsenal and have a better goal difference of being 7th, be a point behind, 3 points behind Liverpool, and be a point behind Everton, we failed. That's going to be the episode. Next time we see each other, we won't be finishing anywhere near the European spots or Champions League. I'm not going to give you these, and I'm not going to give you West Ham, because even if we win both those games, we're going to probably cop about 9 goals against City. Brentford, there's more world where I think we're going to come back and play Brentford, telling you, are we going to finish top half or are we going to finish mid-table? Because Leeds and Brentford have caught us. And Chelsea on the final day is another logical place where we see another episode. Till then, see you next time. Disappointing end to the season. This run of form, out of nowhere, is going to kill us when we've been this good for the first half of the year. Yes, there is some hard games in there, but when you have points on the board, you need to find a way, being a professional football club, to go out there week in, week out and turn out results. If we're better than Potter, we would have. We're not better than Potter. Instead, we're mediocre. And yet again, I think there's more where we finish mid-table and don't even overachieve our expectation, but only meet our expectation in a world where back before March, we really looked like, ooh, if we could go on a run, we could finish in the top fucking 4. Disgusting.